What up, though? Episode 66. Just trying to get some energy in. Add a little banana nut cake. You know what I mean? Cosmic crisp apples. I think it's won me over the honey crisp. They're good. Honey crisp used to be my favorite apple. I don't know, something changed. Something has changed with those in the last few years. I be noticing it's a little random little fox dog walking around. I be noticing slight differences when they change things in food. Uh, I don't know if it's the big Y Honeycrisp apples or what, but they don't move me the way they used to. You know, you gotta get your. There's a lot of fiber in one apple. I gotta get, especially me. You gotta get my fiber in there. You know, my younger folks, man, take care of your water intake, your fiber, your greens. Like, try to eat a nice sized fruit or vegetable every day. Uh, Once you get my age, the plumbing just the plumbing betrays you, and it just affects every aspect of your life, man. It's just more time on the toilet. It just takes away so much time from every aspect of living. Big ups to anybody that's up in here. Give your boy a thumbs up. Let me know you can. Can I thumb myself up? Nope. I sure can't. Not from here. I'd have to do it from another device. That's the only way I can like my own stream or whatever. You know what I mean? What's going on, Constance? Constance, you tune in every day faithfully, and I appreciate it. Am I that entertaining? What's the main reason why you tune in to watch me, Constance? What is it that you take? I'm just curious, you know? So I can build on that. I would like 1,000 Constances in here watching me, you know? What are the things that you like about the broadcast? Because we're on episode 76 right now, you know? I've covered a lot. I'm not saying I'm running out of steam. Like, if I wanted to, I could talk about politics and pop culture. Like, I could just I could force myself to just talk about all the popular things that everybody is talking about every single day. But that's just not how I roll. And I don't always like to just only the most the most things that people follow online is like negativity, you know. And I myself do too. I watch a lot of like relationship panels, you know, and it's just man versus woman. And I listen to it purely. What up, Glenn? I listen to it. Slow down, cuz you told me to slow down. Like I'm chewing too fast. I listen to it purely for entertainment. I'm in a good relationship. You know, um, I think the key to relationships ultimately is to just be honest and forthcoming. If you're a man and you only trying to smash, you should let that be known. If you're a woman, usually I'm driving too fast. The speed limit is 65 and I'm doing 55. If you're a woman and you just want a relationship, let that be known. Just be forthright and upfront. Because there are plenty of people that just only want sex, and there are plenty of people that only want relationships. But a lot of times the wires are always crossed. A lot of times women feel like they have to dangle the prospect of sex, and they do, in order to get a relationship. And then conversely, a lot of times men feel like they have to dangle the potential for a relationship in order to get sex. And I think that's where the problem comes in, because neither party has confidence in just being honest with who they are and what they want. And I honestly didn't start having more success with the opposite sex until I started being openly honest as far as who I was and what I wanted. And for a while, a bird just flew right into my windshield. Like that bird died. A few days ago, I hit a bird like on the road, but I don't know if it died or not. That bird is a goner, and I watched him slowly fly into my windshield and smack my windshield hard as hell. He was flying too low, man. Like, listen, I can't even be mad. I can't even be sad about that situation. That bird was on a kamikaze mission. And I know the dude that told me I'm driving too fast. Listen, all the cars are passing me right now, so I ain't going that fast. That bird was flying low in the opposite direction of a lot of cars coming his way. And he flew right into my windshield, man. He hit it hard. I'm glad it didn't, it was no crack or nothing like that. Let me hit my windshield wipers real quick. Get his bird dust off he hit it hard. I saw him flapping on the ground. Like this one, I don't even feel bad about it, because I saw how fast I saw it. I saw him flapping. I'm like, damn, this bird flying kind of low. Bow! Hit my windshield. I think that's the first time a bird has ever hit my windshield while driving. They poop hits my windshield and car all the time. But usually the birds don't fly this low to where they put themselves in mortal danger of being hit by cars and trucks on the highway driving 60, 70 miles per hour the opposite direction of what they're flying. And usually birds be flying 40, 50, 60 miles in one direction, and then you hit a car going 60, 70 miles the other direction. That is some amazing impact, man. Since I watched it last, I'm getting dating apps. You know why you're probably getting those dating app ads constants? Because I'm talking about it. That's why. The algorithm, here's what I speak about. And then because you're watching, I'm retaining your attention. And so it's trying to see if that's maybe something that you might be interested in. So I don't even remember what I was talking about before the bird hit my windshield. And it's funny because I gotta shave my head. My junk is getting ridiculous. The title of this, the phones are spying, but it's our fault, because once you download your YouTube app or whatever, your Google, you give it permission to share your data. Like we are the ones that give it the permission from the beginning. So we only have ourselves to blame. But yeah, man, the bird it hit my windshield, and like the title of this episode is focus on the mission. Once the bird hit the windshield, I completely lost my focus of what I was talking about at that particular moment. I think I was asking you, Constance. I was asking you, what is it that you like about the pod that I do every day? You said I'm funny. Oh no, I appreciate that. I don't feel like lately though, like in the beginning when I first started this, it was more or less about the comedy, about practicing my jokes. Um, at times it's still that, but I only got but about so much material. Like we're in episode 76. I do about 30 minutes per episode. So if we do 76 divided by 2, that's 38 hours of content. I don't got 38 hours of stand-up material. So after a while, my stuff gets burnt out. And then, leading up the shows, like I got a clean show this Friday at a church in Bridgeport. So leading up to that, like I may not do a dirty Thursday this Thursday. More than likely I'll probably do clean. Nah, I'm still doing that dirty. I don't know. I still, what I mean? Sometimes I do dirty Thursday, sometimes I don't. I think a good strategy for this podcast, because every single day, coming up with a different topic every day, like sometimes my brain be dry. Like I didn't really have an idea of what I was going to, call this episode until legit, maybe like 30 minutes. I was just more or less, I was just focused on work. You know what I'm saying? Just focus on work. Work is intense. It's a lot to really focus on and pay attention to. And I have to start giving a little bit more of my brain power to that, because that is the financial foundation that's going to take care of this empire, or at least support the empire moving forward until I am completely autonomous being a full-time comedian, Right. Like, comedy is my first love, but comedy ain't paying all the bills though. So I got to keep things in perspective. And I feel as if I've done enough of the groundwork to develop a decent act for going on 13 years now, to where I don't have to chase stages and open mics as much, instead of chasing a quantity of mics. Like in New York, we about to do 8 mics in one night. But it's like, you could do that, but you're running around chasing mics till like 2, 3 in the morning. Then you're hanging out till 4 or 5. I can't do that. My life ain't geared that way. First of all, I don't live in New York. Second of all, I gotta work during the day. Can't stay up till 4 or 5 in the morning with some comedians half my age, just getting drunk and just getting high, hoping I get on. Like, that doesn't seem like a realistic thing to me. I feel like at the minimum, I got a very, very strong 30 minutes. And I can do over an hour. I can do an hour and a half. If I pace myself all material, I can do over 2 hours. I've done an hour and 5 minutes twice. And both times, I still didn't do like 4 or 5 major jokes. And we're not even including the new stuff I've written since then. I got some stuff, man. I got some new stuff. Let me see if I can remember this one I came up with yesterday. Oh. I feel like when it comes to married couples, if one of the partners gains too much weight, it shouldn't be grounds for divorce, but it should definitely be grounds for that partner to give that other partner a hall pass. And I'm about 10 pounds away from giving my lady a hall pass. It's a good thing I'm not married. We have not signed the contract yet. So it's still okay for me to have my donuts because the papers are still being prepared. I butchered that joke, but yeah. I came up with that one like yesterday. I like that one because at first you think I'm being misogynistic, saying that if your spouse gains too much weight, your spouse should give you a hall pass. I'm like, hey, how you gonna say that about your wife? I'm 10 pounds away from giving my girl a hall pass. It's a good thing I'm not married, so I can still eat these donuts because the contract has not been signed. The papers are still being processed. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I like that joke. Now that joke gonna really hit with my delivery because I'm gonna probably say like how this would be my cadence, man. How I would say that joke. I honestly believe in a marriage situation, if one of the parties in the couple gains too much weight, that person should give the other person a hall pass. And I'm about 10 pounds away from having to give my girl a hall pass. It's a good thing we ain't married. I'm still able to eat these donuts because the contract has not been signed. The papers are still in progress. He said, all by my eyes, I wish he would. But the whole thing about it is, a lot of times, like, we would look a certain way or do certain things, right? But then we get a significant other, and the things that you use to get them, you got to use that to keep them. So if you was working out and in shape or whatever, you got to, man, you don't stop doing it once you get them. If you cook for your significant other all times, you don't stop doing that once you get them. If you're the type that always bring flowers to your significant other once a week, you don't stop doing that once you get married. You still maintain those things. That's basically the soul of the joke. It's me reminding individuals, yes, it's tongue in cheek saying, well, don't get a divorce, but hey, you don't have to let that person sleep with somebody else. Give them a hall pass. Nah, that's the humor of it. But the whole soul of the joke is, however we get them, we continue to do those things to maintain that individual. A couple of episodes ago, I said a relationship is a garden. And if you stop doing certain things, like once you get a fresh garden and you put the seeds, the fertilizer, you water it, you do all these good things just for a week, and then it starts to bloom and give fruits, and then you stop doing that, the garden's going to die. And that's the same thing with a relationship. You do all these things, you tend to it like it's a garden, you get it, you get married. Married would be the fruit produced by you tending to this relationship of a garden, and then you just stop tending to it. Once you got you get one fruit out of it, one good thing out of it, and then you stop tending to it. That is the soul of the joke. That's how I see it in my mind. Now, if some other individuals want to interpret it different ways, by all means, you know what I mean? However you interpret it, that's how you take it. But when I wrote it, that's what I had in mind. You know? And it's another joke idea I had too, but I forget. I forget what I said. Let me check my Facebook out. Hold up. My bad. I'm back. Another bit, it was just like an idea I had. I came up with. I did a show. I had a show this past weekend. It was a fantastic show in West Haven at Pub 34, and I met this OG comic, and she was just asking me where I was from, and I said I was born in Florida, and I spent my youth in Jersey, like from like basically 1 to 10 years old rather, and I've been in Connecticut since I think for 36 years, And I was telling her, I was like, yo, for the longest, I used to always say I ain't from here. I'm from Florida. I'm from Jersey. I used to always say that as a kid, but after a while, when you've been living in, especially like since a child, and if wherever you're living, You know what I mean? You've been there double the years that you've been on Earth. Like, say I got to Connecticut when I was 10, but now I'm 30 years old and I'm still in Connecticut. Like, I've been up here for 20 years, and the first place I was born, I was only 10. Nah, after a while, you're like, I'm from Connecticut. Like, I just accept that. I got to Connecticut when I was 10 years old, maybe 11, or close to that. And I was telling her, like, basically, Connecticut is where I had all my firsts. You know what I'm saying? Not first crush, but you know what I'm saying? First girlfriend, first time I had drank, first time I lost my virginity. I said, listen, wherever you lose your virginity, that's where you from. You know what I mean? You can lose your virginity at 80 years old. You can be born in Florida and lose your virginity at 80 years old in Canada. At this point, you are from Canada. You know what I mean? Like, so it was just, it was just a little idea. It's silly. It's like, for that particular joke, I got to write it out. I have to put it together. And I think I know how I'm going. I think I know how I'm going to combine that joke, because there's another joke where I was saying that black people, like, the older they get, the more southern their voice sounds, regardless of where they're from. You know what I mean? Like, I was talking to one dude, he's like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? We just out here just trying to do our damn thing. I'm like, hey, but don't your license plate say Canada? Like, why are you talking? Don't your license plate say the Kremlin? Why are you talking like that? Don't your license plate say Nova Scotia? Why are you talking like this? Doesn't your license plate say Quebec? Why are you talking like this, man? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? So essentially in that joke, I'm talking about people, just because they black, they accent just always go, they always go southern. I just got a BS telemarketer call, do some telemarketing jokes. I told you what to do when a telemarketer call you. The secret to getting a telemarketer off the phone is you have to speak in a worse accent than what they have. It's like, hello, would you like to pay for the solar panels? Hello! Excuse me. Hello! Excuse me. Hello! At that point, I start speaking in Urdu, Hebrew. And then they get frustrated. Like, you fucking idiot. And they hang up the phone. Like, how you going to be frustrated at my terrible accent when you have the same exact terrible accent? That is the key. When they call, listen, I pick up the phone on them and I just talk gibberish. It works. And it's like they keep calling, like they keep thinking that my accent is going to change. That if by some reason I'm going to be sensible. The moment I hear, I'm going to talk the same exact way. There's nothing you can tell me. There's nothing that you could possibly sell me. There's nothing that you can relate to me when you call my phone and you're like, no. You would think if they work at these call centers and their job is to be persuasive and convince people, the first thing they should work on is like phonetics and speech. Extol. I just went blind. How do I play video games? You say you just went blind? Google it. You'll find out. If you went blind, first of all, how could you type? And if you went blind, like, how could you type? And are you just only like listening to YouTube? Extol Xeon. And there's another dude that used to always talk about blind video games. I remember his name too, Fortnite Man. Is this Fortnite Man? Is this Fortnite Man's catfish page telling me to do the blind bit, which does not exist? You can't do a blind gamer bit. hey, then you make the most of it, man. I don't even know if I was really going to expound on this. I talked about, hey, just staying focused on whatever you're trying to do, whatever your goal is, your ancillary in your circumference that could potentially take you off whatever it is the path. Like right now, I'm driving, even though I'm broadcasting with y'all, but my path is forward. I gotta focus on this path. I gotta focus on these cars ahead of me, and I have to focus on these potential hazards, because if I don't, I might drive off the road. I might crash. You know, this might be the last time y'all ever see me on this broadcast. So it's just a metaphor for just being on your mission. There's always going to be people that's going to try to take you off. Now, what is your mission? Your mission could be trying to get a degree. You know what I'm saying? Your mission could be trying to get another job. Your mission could be trying to lose a certain amount of weight. Your mission could be working on some type of project, whether it's a movie, whether it's a book, whether it's a joke, whether it's whatever. But always stay focused on that task, you know? Because when you finish it, when you complete it, not only will you get benefits from whatever it is that you're trying to do, if it's positive, that's A, but B, there's definitely a sense of relief and a sense of accomplishment whenever you complete a task. So all I'm saying is, man, yo, just stay focused. Have the blinders on. Be aware and conscious and cognizant of things surrounding you that may potentially hinder you or slow you down. But also, look at how those things could benefit you. Like I said in an older video, which I cut up and I did mad reels. My page is very, very, very spammy right now. I'm like kind of disappointed in myself that I dropped so many damn reels yesterday. I probably was the most reel producing person on Facebook yesterday. I dropped 30 of them. I've never dropped that many videos in one day in my life. I pretty much dropped the whole, like it's about at least 30 reels. Each is about 30 seconds. So it's almost like 10 minutes of reels that I dropped. But it's a lot of good stuff. And really, I should have been like, I'm going to check the TikTok and see if I can schedule my videos. Because really, I'm going to start putting all that positive, spiritual, philosophical stuff on TikTok. Maybe that'll be my brand over there. I gotta catch on at one of these places. Like, you guys follow me, and I don't knock the people that follow me, but honestly, I need this to boost up. I need this to step up because I want to monetize this, man. Actually, my Facebook is monetized, my YouTube isn't. But I want this to be monetized, man. And the only way I'm going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, eat off of this, the people got to watch, the people got to follow, man. It's gonna take some time, but y'all gotta help me too. Y'all gotta share these videos too, yo. You know what I'm saying? If y'all think I'm so dope, tell a friend, and tell another friend, you know? But AI put me on and taught me that you can schedule reels on Facebook. I don't know. I'm assuming you can schedule stuff on TikTok, because if you can, when I got some time, all those videos that I put, and I'm not going to put no captions, no hashtags, no nothing. I'll probably just have one generic hashtag and just call it philosophy. That's it. But I'm gonna just take some time and I'm gonna just dump them all in. I'm gonna dump it all in TikTok, man. A bunch of them. But I'm also going to set my TikTok up so that when I upload a video, it doesn't download the video again. You know what I'm saying? That's annoying, because that's going to make my phone run out of memory very, very fast, man. Not too fun today. Not too much to talk about. You know, I ran one little joke. I said, stay focused on the prize. Another bird then felt the wrath of my Camry, unfortunately. That one is dead, though. It got hit on the highway, and it was nothing but a bunch of cars speeding past. He not going to survive. Maybe if he would have flew in my windshield and veered off into the grass, like I said, maybe, like the other one, maybe he just rung his bell and he could have just got up and just flew off, whatever. But that bird was in the middle of the highway. That bird is toast. He's a goner, man. With that being said, as I tell all my young and up-and-coming comedians, there is no such thing as writer's block. If the comedy gods have not given you anything new to scribe, that is their way of telling you to work out the things that they have already given you. Stay away from the nonsense. Stay away from the negativity. Stay away from the gossip. Stay away from the rumors. Stay away from the foolishness. Focus on the funny and lead with love, because life is not something that happens in spite of you. Life is an experience for you to behold. So get to beholding. Much love. I holla at y'all. Deuce, 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 deuces.